National Student Financial Aid Scheme beneficiaries are not happy with the new direct banking system. Frustrated students have blamed the system for delayed payments. We're now joined by Slumezi Skosana, NSFAS spokesperson. Thank you very much, sir, for your time this afternoon. Let's start with this direct banking system. What is it, and effectively what changes did it introduce?
Well, thank you very much for asking. The direct payment system is intended to ensure that money reaches the student as efficiently as possible, and that money is accounted for sufficiently by NSFAS. That is the bigger intention and objective with the direct payment system. We do not want to operate as before, where we would pass on the money to the institutions and then it becomes the responsibility of a university or a tertiary institution to distribute, the money because of the problems that we have experienced in the past.
The intention has not been well received by students. You've since engaged in a meeting with student bodies this week. What did they tell you? The engagements were very fruitful to us, I must admit, and I just have to express my appreciation for the manner in which the engagement happened. We were able to discuss and break down, the sore points that were raised by the students, that the fees involved in the management and maybe operating of the account may be high due to the fact that if we, for example, give them an allocation of a particular amount, let's say 15,000 or 1,500 rand, they would get 1,400 given, the fees that shall have been charged. So we discussed, the cost structure of operating the account and reached a broad consensus on the fee for the actual monthly operating of the account. But where the student leaders put forward some suggestions, it was around the issue of transactional fees, because they were saying those they cannot take care of because the other fee, they understand it's embedded in the banking system, whether it's a fintech solution or it's a bank account, those are embedded there. But when it comes to transactional costs, the students constructively engaged us on that and said we must relook that aspect. And so we have gone back, with our partners to look at that, because their proposal was that those should be zero rated. I think on that point, does this then not open the door for a bigger conversation with, in particular, banks in this country, given that these are students, to work something out?
Yes, I think there would be a bigger conversation that needs to take place, because even the fintech solution that we have put forward, as a way that would facilitate efficient distribution of the money, is predicated on the banking system of the country. The fintech partners would have a sponsor bank, which has experience of having operated some over 100 years. And we believe that there is a need for a bigger conversation on this. But we do not discount or rule out the possibility that there could be some element of fee involved. But the conversation with the banking sector can also help along, in alleviating the difficulty that is experienced by the students.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time this afternoon. Slumezi Skosana speaks for NSFAS.